Hello Cancer, welcome to your February reading. So I pre-laid the cards and we're gonna see what's coming out. And the underlying energy or the past. Here I have the Two of Cups, the Lovers, and the Six of Pentacles. For me that's a very poignant meeting of someone. You met someone and you felt that connection, that soulmate connection with that person. In the present, you're on a brand new cycle. Like it really brought you to this new level, this new cycle. But right after we have the Six of Swords, moving on. Maybe that encounter helped you leave things behind, or you had to leave things behind. Two of Pentacles in the now, juggling. There's like two realities there. You're leaving things behind, but not everything. There's also, that came out, the Knight of Pentacles. An offer. Those three cards came together. An offer that is slowly coming towards you. And it's like if it's one more, or there's that cycle, that's repeated cycle here. The Two of Pentacles can be a repeating cycle. See how the eternity symbol is around it. But it's not in a way where it rises us. It just makes us live always the same thing. Because there's a reality, there's something we need to drop. But you do have the Six of Swords before. In the we're going to clarify. In the outcome you have the Queen of Pentacles, the Hermit, going within, Virgo, but going within to get your light, your guidance. And then those three came out together. We have the Five of Cups, the Page or the Princess of Wands, and the Seven of Cups. So those two here, this is telling me there's a communication that's gonna come and kind of make you realize all of the things that you hoped and that you dreamed about, that you fantasized. There are things in there that are not going to happen, and you're grieving on it because you were really projecting it. Seven of Cups is mental projection with an emotional charge behind it. It's not really options, it's more like really mental projections. It all comes from his head here. It's in the clouds, it's not in concrete. There's an emotional charge because what we project, what we imagine, we feel it on top of it, then these are all these things. Castles in Spain, amazing partner, a snake, victory, or whatever that we can, the little movies we make in our minds and that we really feel and believe. So there's like this communication, maybe from a fire sign, and there you are. This is grieving, but this is acknowledging what is no longer possible, what is unsolvable, because they cannot put back the liquid in those cups. You do have enough here with the two cups to go to that castle and live a wonderful life, but at this moment in the future with that communication, could be from a fire sign or from a Virgo, you're gonna be disappointed. Bottom of the deck we have the Knight of Wands. That's passionate movement in the here and now. Okay, so I'm gonna clarify some cards to get a better picture here of what happened. Please, Spirit, call upon the light. I call upon my guides. Give me a clear picture for Cancer, February. Give me a clear picture here. Okay, what's that Two of Cups, Spirit? What's that Two of Cups for Cancer? What's that Two of Cups? Four of Pentacles. Maybe you felt a connection towards someone that did not open up, that did not share their feelings. That's being closed off. Four of Pentacles. You felt them, but they didn't give back. Lovers. What's the Lovers? Why is the Lovers here? Lovers is a choice. Also, Gemini can be. What's the Lovers? Why is the Lovers there in the past of Cancer? From the Four of Pentacles, things solidify, but they sometimes encrust, or you were really hanging on to that connection, really hanging on to it. Whoops. Lovers. What is the Lovers? Why is the Lovers there? Oops. I saw a bit of the Three of Swords there. Seven of Wands. Putting your boundaries, defending yourself. He's holding his willpower, his opinion, his passion in his hands. And here you have all the naysayers, or the different opinions and things like that. And he has to stand his ground. That's standing your ground. Six of Pentacles. Why is the Six of Pentacles there? Yeah, okay, in that sense, the Six of Pentacles, because we have the Queen of Pentacles, which, you know, she's the wife, she's the person that takes care of everybody, but that is being taken care of also in return. She's solid and loved and all of that. But with it, we have the Five of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords. So there's that realization that that Six of Pentacles was not equal. You were left out in the cold. And you kind of realized it here with your Knight of Swords, with that Sword of Truth. You feel this, and then you're like, no, you know? There's that going to chop the head of the dragon. It's a harsh communication. Maybe a harsh communication from the person you were holding on to, from that connection that made you feel left out in the cold, that made you feel... and maybe that's why they were not opening up or anything like that, even if you really felt them. After, we have the Fool. So that's a new cycle. So maybe you took a decision here with the Knight of Swords of no, that's it, I'm cutting off and I'm going away. Six of Swords, moving on. What's that Fool? That's in the now. What's that Fool in the now? Why is the Fool here, Spirit? Why is the Fool here? Four of Cups. So you're in a new cycle now. But you really don't see how things can be better. Because here is looking at those three cups. Been there, done that, seen that. This is what life has offered me until now. And he doesn't see that new level, that love that the universe wants to give him. He doesn't see it. He's looking down at what he knows. So that with the Fool, it's telling me that right now you need to open your mind and check your beliefs of what you think you can live or that you can deserve, especially if you've been left out in the cold in the past here. You can keep that thought of, this is how it works for me. Here I am holding on, meeting someone, defending it, going, you know, putting myself out there, and it turned out it wasn't equal, it wasn't shared. That person did not share. I was left out in the cold. I was not taken care of. I wasn't able to take care of them. There's that feeling. So in this new cycle, there you are with this mentality of the Four of Cups. Why is the Six of Swords here? Maybe it's someone that came in and left really fast. Maybe that's why the Prince of Wands is there. Why is the Six of Swords here? I saw the Two of Pentacles again. Maybe that Six of Swords is that person coming back. And there you have to juggle. Do I take them again or do I move on slowly but surely towards something more stable? Maybe they're offering something now that you left and that you're on, you know, another journey in your life. See, we have that Six of Pentacles again, but with a decision and with, communication and moves. So maybe that Six of Swords is more instead of moving away, it's that coming back in the situation, because you got communication, you got an offer of, oh, now I want to give you something. That puts you in at the crossroad, Two of Wands. What do I do? Do I continue to move on to something else with the world in my hand, or do I stick with what I know, what was in the past? And that's why you're juggling, because you're in that position. That person that you hung on, that wasn't opening up to you, that left you out in the cold, now is coming back, communicating. Hello, you know? Oh, I see you're moving on, but now I kind of realize I want to offer you something. You're not sure you want to take it. You're thinking about it. You're juggling. What should I do? Talk to me about the Two of Pentacles. Well, that's half the deck. A bit too much. Justice. It's a karmic test. That's what it is. Of what you accept for you and what you don't accept. What is just and what is not just. And that's why it's coming back again. What's that Prince of Pentacles? The Empress. See, your option is to slowly build yourself with that Knight of Pentacles. He's slowly doing something. He's going to get to his goal. He's going to plant something fruitful that will come to the Ten of Pentacles. And with the Empress, well, that's being in your power, in your creativity, in in beauty and being fertile, and that's the ultimate feminine aspect. Whether you're a man or a woman, we all have our feminine and masculine, and they need to be balanced for us to be healthy and thriving in life. We need to have that feminine caring aspects about caring for ourselves also. The first person she cares for is herself, to make sure that she's happy, that there's nothing abusing her or taking advantage of her or whatever. She's gonna be noticing these things, and when she's well seated and well in her skin and in herself, then she's the empress, then she's creative, she's got a crown of stars, she's connected with the heavens. So this is for it's a karmic balance for you to get that sort of truth, understand the balance of life, and take a decision for you. This is what you're doing right now. You probably have someone from the past coming back and trying to charm the pants off of you. But you know, what are they really offering? The same thing? Do they really see you for who you are? Do they really see you? Do they really know that you're the empress? The empress doesn't get left out in the cold. No, no, no. Talk to me about that Queen of Pentacles in the future here for Cancer. The Lovers. Maybe you were dealing with an earth sign. Here we have the Lovers again. So it's really something coming back, isn't it? Hermit. What is that Hermit? You going within, trying to find your light, trying to understand and see the reality. Lovers is a choice also. A choice to elevate yourself. Follow your ego or follow your soul. What is that Hermit? Yeah. So we have the Page of Swords and we have the Tower. So what is he going within? The light that is uncovering inside, the here being guided, his next moves from that inner light, from that information that he is gathering, provokes a tower, provokes the undoing of what was false, provokes the crumbling of what wasn't solid, what was not real. And it's kind of what you discover when you go inside. And maybe that's why you had a lot of hopes and a lot of fantasies about this situation here. Clarify here. That grieving, that Five of Cups. The Moon. Maybe things were still not clear. Still not out there. Secrets. Offering you something that is not out in the sun and pure and real. There was the Moon still. Still a lot of things that were not said, were not out in the world there, you know. Offering you something that maybe was hidden. A hidden relationship, maybe that was offered to you. With the Moon, it asks us also to go listen to our intuition. It's the feminine side here, what you're slowly building here, The moon is the feminine side in the sense of everything that is felt sense, not in the physical world per se. That's why often we'll say secrets and things like that. But it's also a passage, a rite of passage, the moon, of your capacity to either listen to your fears or listen to your intuition about this, or listen to your fantasies because you really want it. But you need to really, truly listen to your soul. And then rite of passage, because then you pass between those two pillars here on that road and you get illuminated by that shower of light. Because you are going to have this moment where you're going to realize that what you were fantasizing in these cups don't exist. It's going to be hard to live. You're going to feel it like a tower inside, a crumbling, and it's going to be a grieving of, yes, what doesn't exist anymore. But when we grieve, like when we grieve someone, whether because they passed away or because the situation doesn't work, we grieve everything that we've lived with them that was beautiful and all of that, but we also grieve all the possibilities that we could have lived with them. We go to an event, then we are sad because we know we would have loved to go to that event with that person. We have to grieve that moment that cannot be in reality. So the grieving is grieving the past, the present, and the possible futures. And that is that state here, acknowledging that. But I think since we have the Fool here, this is part of you finishing off a cycle. Here we have the Six of Swords again. See that movement again. Spirit, just tell me what is going to come after this. After this, is Cancer going to be okay? It's all part of growth. After, you'll be very clear minded here, or you're gonna, this is decision, King and Queen of Swords. There you go, straight in your power, really knowing what is good for you and what is not good for you. And the solidity at home. That's beautiful. Because that's celebration. That's being grounded in the sense of our home, whether it is our house. There's a celebration in it. We feel good. That doesn't mean that you're going to get married, but it means that you're going to be happy and solid in your home, whether your house or your home yourself. And these two, they went through, the Three of Swords appeared a bit and I didn't take it, but for sure this is painful. I mean, this is painful, okay? They went through the pains of the swords, and she transformed it into wisdom and he transformed it into strategy. So they both hold the Ace of Swords in their hands of what is real and what is good for them. She sees through bullshit. She's strong in her position. She's the queen that was hurt before, but that now that made her see clearly through things. Even if you're a water sign, we all have the elements within us. So you're gonna take on the masculine and feminine here, that couple. You're gonna take on that energy of seeing very clearly the situation. Yes, you're gonna grieve it, but you're gonna be strong now. In her, she doesn't accept any bullshit after that. Oh no. And the King of Swords either. He can cut away whatever is false or against his goal. And your ultimate goal here that you're slowly building is this. the Empress. So if you're not treating me like an Empress, if you cannot recognize the Empress in me, I'm cutting you off. I'm not even wasting any time with you. You're gonna be clear like that, and that is good, you know. If you come to me with secrets or not a real out there proposition, strongly based, I'm gonna see right through it, and I won't even give you the time of day. This is the Queen of Swords. So maybe in the month of February you have this shock, emotional shock of what you really were hoping to live with someone, and that you see that even if they come back and they communicate and they try and offer something, it's a karmic test to see if you're gonna accept it again and relive it again, or you're gonna say, no, I go within, I see my value, I see my light, and what is not true, I let the universe crumble. It's gonna make a shock to you, that understanding. This came with the page of page. You have all the court of swords here. That understanding. Oh my God, I see clearly now, and things crumble. So now I'm gonna cry a bit, and that's okay. I'm gonna grieve everything I dreamed to live with that person. So it was probably, or she was probably a catalyst brought by the heavens. We do have the lovers. It was brought by the heavens for you to realize that and see that. Sometimes the universe is going to bring us people that we're like, why do they bring me somebody like that? Because there was the space inside of you that wasn't able to see clearly in it, or that accepted it, and that space needed to be healed and gone, so that what comes next is only going to be true. And that's why these people or these experiences come in our life. It's for us to learn and to grow, and it's out of love that the universe does that. And sometimes they have to repeat and repeat and repeat the thing. Why do I always attract bitches or assholes, you know? Well, there's something inside of you that you need to understand, that accepts it. Because once you're the Empress there, these people, they don't even think about you. They wouldn't even dare offering you something. You think somebody can come up to the Queen of Swords with a fantasy story that they don't mean to back up? No way, their head is gonna be chopped off. They don't even try. And so that's what the universe wants for you, Cancer. They want you to level up and finish that karmic cycle. So that is your reading for February. I'm gonna wish you love and light. I'm doing a love reading that I'm trying to put on Vimeo, but I'm not very good at it. So if I succeed, you'll see the link below. Maybe it's gonna work. I hope so. And that would be for February also a love reading, since Valentine is coming and all of that. So love and light. You can watch your rising moon, Venus. I'm Cancer Venus. So okay, and see you next month. Okay, bye bye.